woke early one Wednesday morning and I took myself for a drive. I pulled up to the crossroads off to the right, couldn't hardly believe my eyes. I saw one man standing, one on his knees with his arms up to the sky. And the tall man said, now you're working for me, here's the keys to your brand new life. You want fame, you want fortune, I want blood, give you everything you're dreaming of. You want fame, you want fortune, I want blood, don't you worry about a thing, son. I can take it from here, put the pen on the dotted line, just sign. Well, the man on his knees quivered his lip, tears rolling down his face. He said, I went to the preacher man to find some help, but he sent me on down the way. The tall man said, hey, I understand, so you know that I got your back. I got everything that you need right here, so let's you and I make a pact. You want fame, you want fortune, I want blood, give you everything you're dreaming of. You want fame, you want fortune, I want blood, don't you worry about a thing, son. I can take it from here, put the pen on the dotted line, just sign. And as me lost his life, I thought of my own. Would I take the whole world at the cost of my soul? I locked eyes with the devil as I drove away. But every once in a while, I can still hear the tall man say, you want fame, you want fortune, I want blood, give you everything you're dreaming of. You want fame, you want fortune, I want blood. You want fame, you want fortune, I want blood, give you everything you're dreaming of. You want fame, you want fortune, I want blood, don't you worry about things, son. I can take it from here, put the pen on the dotted line, just sign. Oh, yeah, just sign. Put the pen on the dotted line, just sign.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Are you ready? It's showtime. Please welcome Tim Kelly.
She drew a beat on me, I knew then I couldn't let it be. Down in doubles and taking too many shots. We know where this is going, but we ain't gonna stop till we're leaving. Down a one-way road, man, we're going as fast as we can go. There's no stopping when there's no red lights, till we crash and burn it up in the sheets tonight. And we both know the morning will bring regret, but let's pretend the sunrise is a new sunset. I'm gonna ruin my life one more time. Lead me on, turn me on with sweet little lies. I won't stay away, you're the best I've had. Your hellfire don't burn that bad. I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't. I still won't pretend I don't care. You're waving me down with your red flags. We all know that I love the chase. I'm just a sucker for intoxicated lace. You pull me under with the things that you say, but I'll take the heat for the decisions I make. But we both know the morning will bring regret, but let's pretend the sunrise is a new sunset. I'm gonna ruin my life one more time. Leave I just want what I want right now. I'm gonna ruin my life one more time. Lead me on, turn me on with sweet little lies. I won't stay away. You're the best I've had. You hellfire, don't burn that back. I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't. I still won't pretend I don't care. You're waving me down with your red flag. He is making his radio debut tonight on the Tim Kelly Show's Triple Play Thursday. That is called Red Flags, and before that, another great tune called Dotted Line. Country music that rocks right there is what I call that. Brandon Hockett is who that is. Hockett on Facebook. Just Hockett if you want to like and follow him on his Facebook page. We'll have one more from Brandon Hockett tonight because everybody in the program gets a third song, Triple Play Thursday, 3 songs in a row from every artist all show long. I am broadcasting for Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. Got a great live show for you tonight with 2 interviews. I've got Jason and Dennis from Trailer Park Country going to join me in hour number 1. Carrie Brockwell, a very talented young female artist, in hour number 2. You're going to get to hear the stories behind their songs and 3 songs in a row. Hey, I want to welcome a brand new director of new artist promotions for Missouri, Madison Sharp, to the program and to the radio staff. She is amazing, and she found Brandon Hockett from Missouri and a bunch of other artists already. She is taking it seriously, and my email is full, and that's a good thing. And we'll do our best to get him on the radio as soon as we can. And Brandon's going to be on the program in an interview not too long away as well. I want to give a big thank you and shout out to all of the stations that replay this program. Great radio stations like KUHS Denver at KUHSdenver.com, Country Road 58 from Germany, countryradio.musicbox4friends.com from Belgium, Down the Road Radio.com from Ireland, Bourbon Trail Radio, Top Shelf Radio Texas, Radio 94.3 in Sweden, Hot and Funky Radio at 957hotandfunkyradio.com, Boone Country Radio in Canada, TexasBrewRadio.com back down in Texas, NBRNonline.com in Nashville, Tennessee, and the Music Room in the UK. And of course, we are on all the major streaming platforms like Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Google. Wherever you stream music, just Google search The Tim Kelly Show. Brandon Hockett with one more to complete his triple play. It is called Stay a While, and I hope you do for the whole show on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday. Been living all wrong, can you show me another way? The cost of the memories was a heavy price to pay. She said, falling in love is the furthest you're ever gonna fall. Give it time, we can't walk before we crawl. Hey, do you wanna stay with me a while? I don't know, there's just something about your smile. Hey, do you wanna stay with me a while? Right next to you is all I wanna know. So stay a while. Fire's burning low, wine bottles all over the floor. Holding tight, couldn't really ask for more. Right here and now is as perfect as can be. As the sun danced through the house, she said to me, hey, do you wanna stay with me a while? I don't know, there's there's just something about your smile. Hey, do you wanna stay with me a while? Right next to you is all I wanna know. So stay a while. Yeah. Slow dancing in the kitchen, baby boy wrapped in her arms. Glowing like the day we met, I never knew I could love her more. Right here and now is as perfect as can be. As the sun danced through the house, she said to me, hey, do you wanna stay with me a while? I don't know, there's just something about your smile, yeah. Hey, do you wanna stay with me a while? Right next to you is all I wanna know. So stay a while.
Turn it on, let the good time roll. It's a Tim Kelly Show, heart and soul. The Tim Kelly Show on KICR, Indie Country Radio. Your home for rising stars, from the back roads to your stereo. You're tuned to Tim Kelly on KICR. To sing along.
From small town dreams to the big time blues.
You hear it all on the Tim Kelly Show.
The Tim Kelly Show on KICR, Indie Country Radio. Your home for rising stars, from the back roads to your stereo.
You're tuned to Tim Kelly on KICR. It's the Tim Kelly Show.
For today's newest country music, Indie Country Radio with Tim Kelly.
I'd never wandered far from home, but then a dream came true. I traveled to a foreign land, its sea and sky so blue. Beautiful places, friendly faces, everywhere I roam. But the beauty there just can't compare to my home, sweet home. I always thought the grass was greener on the other side. I believed the light shone brighter there. New hopes, new dreams I'd find, but far from home and all alone. Soon I realized the beauty there just can't compare to my home, sweet home. So I'll take memories of you back home to Ireland. My home, sweet home is calling me. I hope you understand. So I'll take friends. Goodbye, dear foreign land. I'm going home to my dear Ireland.
Song number 2.
Right in the middle of moving on and finally believing that we were through. Then you came wearing your heart on your sleeve, saying you were lonely and feeling blue. Well, honey, I am too. Oh, love is sweeter the second time around. You learn to appreciate the good thing you found. Oh, I'm gonna hold on tighter the second time around. Now we know what true love means. I'll never let you get away on me. Second time around. Now I'm back in your arms where I belong, and I've fallen in love with you again tonight. Cuddled up close and making plans, and it all feels brand new. Oh, that stupid fight, this time will be alright. Oh, love is sweeter the second time around. You learn to appreciate the good thing you found. Oh, I'm gonna hold on tighter the second time around. Now we know what true love means. I'll never let you get away on me. Second time around. Cause love is sweeter the second time around. You learn to appreciate the good thing you found. I'm gonna hold on tighter the second time around. Now we know what true love means. I'll never let you get away on me. Second time around.
She is making her radio debut tonight on the Tim Kelly Show's Triple Play Thursday. Her name is Sharon Whitcroft. It is a Whitcroft. Sharon Whitcroft. That is called Second Time Around. And before that, My Home Sweet Home. You know, if I keep playing her music, it's going to sound just as good or maybe even better the second time around. She is fantastic. Great traditional sounding country music. That's what radio needs to hear. And we're glad to hear it right here on the program tonight. I'm going to have my first radio interview of the evening with Dennis and Jason from Trailer Park Country after one more song from Sharon Whitcroft. It is called When Two Hearts Stop Beating as One on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on Triple Play Thursday.
She's sitting by the window, wondering where he's gone, listening for the phone, hoping he'll walk through the door. But he's not coming home. She'll spend another night alone, longing once again that she could hold him. In their bed she lies and gazes at his picture in her hand, crying bitter tears times of loneliness, trying hard to understand. On his side of the bed where only memories remain. She's dreaming of the time they had together. When two hearts stop beating as one, and when dreams for the future suddenly are gone, wondering how or where or when she let love slip away, and why two hearts stop beating as one. Will never be the same, but she won't hold on to memories. She hopes time will heal this pain. As her heart beats alone in time, the stronger she'll become. 'Cause deep down in her heart, she knows it's over. When two hearts stop beating as one, when dreams for the future suddenly are gone, wondering how, where, or when she let love slip away, and why two hearts stop beating as one. Suddenly are gone, wondering how and where and when she let love slip away, and why two hearts stop beating as one. Sometimes two hearts stop beating as one.
Good times roll. It's the Tim Kelly Show on your radio. New country go from the names you don't know till you hear 'em right here, then you won't let go. It's the Tim Kelly Show. Playing new country's best, yeah, you already know. Indie Heart's real talk where the stories unfold. Turn it up, don't let it go. The Tim Kelly Show, new country's best. Indie artists on the go, and the interviews you love on the Tim Kelly Show.
Tim Kelly Show on KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. It is Triple Play Thursday, and that means every artist on the program gets 3 songs in a row played tonight. The next 3 you get to hear are from my good friends at Trailer Park Country, Jason and Dennis. How are you guys tonight?
We're doing good.
Awesome.
Doing good.
Thanks for doing the program. I've been looking forward to this one. Dennis and I actually met in Branson a few months ago, and that's when we booked the interview. So we've already got to meet, and it's sure good to meet you on the radio tonight, too.
Well, thank you. I'm glad to be here.
You bet.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
You're welcome. You guys are from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. You are the founders of Trailer Park Country. I love the band name, and we'll talk about how that came about in a little bit as well. But how did you guys actually meet and get this thing started?
Well, Dennis and I met a lot of years ago, back when we were kids.
Uh-huh.
And he lived down the block from me, and he just moved there, and we got to get into trouble a lot together, and then we met back up here in Sioux Falls.
There you go.
And,
I could tell Dennis was trouble when I met him too. Me and him caused some trouble in Branson.
Where do you think the songs come from?
I know, right?
Yeah, we lived them. We lived them.
There you go. So that is awesome, and you know I talk about that all the time. When you form a group or a band, you guys become family because you're out there on the road, you're doing shows, you may be living on a tour bus, all of that kind of thing. So you have that relationship already from knowing each other for so long. That is awesome.
Yeah, you know what? It just works. Jason and I, when we get together, we were just going over some things tonight, and it's so cool. He has so much expertise when it comes to the sound and creating the music with things. It just blows me away.
Yeah.
And you know, I can write some lyrics and say what I'm feeling, and then he does his things and says what he's feeling with the music.
That is awesome. Dennis and I created a little mini video out in front of the restaurant that we were eating at in front of my pickup truck. And the last time I looked, that thing been viewed well over 1,000 times, Dennis. I don't know if you knew that, but that was pretty cool. To one of your songs, Tailgate Crazy, we'll play here in a little bit.
Yeah, no, I didn't know that. It was cool.
Yeah.
I got Tim dancing in front of his Kansas City Chiefs truck.
He did. And well, we love to tailgate in Kansas City. That is for sure. It is probably one of the biggest tailgating stadiums in the NFL. And since we've talked, now they're going to be moving to Kansas, but that's all right. I'm cool with that because I grew up in Kansas, so that'll be all right.
All right.
So,
but you know, if fan don't change their stripes, right?
That is awesome. Yeah, that is true. And talking about love for music, but not only that, community and you guys are fans of sporting events everywhere. And in fact, the NFL was looking at Tailgate Crazy, I think, there for a while or something, wasn't it, Dennis?
Yeah, you know, we had a whole lot of things going on with that. The good part of it is that you know, when it comes to us, most people out there are fans of their teams. Mm-hmm. And we're a fan of theirs. Yeah. You know, we're a fan of the fans. That's our biggest motto. And we like to keep things. We like to keep things all, you know, just down to earth. And that's, I think, where we decided to go with it. Isn't that right, Jason?
Yeah, we wanted to give back to the people who make sporting events great. Because let's face it, football without fans, racing without fans. It's just people running around.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like cornflake without the milk.
You got it. Country music without fans, too. You know, I've talked about that a lot.
Right.
Alabama had that song, you know, you work 40 hours a week for a living just to send it on down the line. But those hardworking folks are actually the people that are coming to your shows, buying your show tickets, your merchandise, and all of that thing so you can do what you love.
That's right. Yeah, we're a big supporter of the fans. We do everything we do for that, and this is kind of our way of giving back and sharing their stories.
Awesome. Now, Dennis, let me ask you first. At what point did you want to do something in the world of music? As a very young man, or what?
Well, my dad, his name is Rory Cockerham, and he is from Iowa, and he is probably the best singer that I've known in my whole life. And you know, he sang 50s and 60s. Lion Sleeps Tonight, This Magic Moment, Blue Bayou, you know. Mm-hmm. And as a kid, I aspired to be like Pops. Nice. But like Hank Williams Jr., I had to do it my own way.
Yeah, absolutely. I've got that classic country song playing on my classic country station. He said him and his dad's music just wasn't exactly the same. He did it a little bit different, yeah. But
we're just carrying on a family tradition.
Yep. And what a legacy his dad left in only 29 years of life. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, crazy.
We still talk about that. Jason, what about you? What made you want to do something in music?
Well, I grew up in a musical household, too. My mom and dad both were in bands, and that started me off on the right foot. We always had music in the house. And, you know, when I was 13 years old, I got to know that girls like guitar players.
Uh-huh.
So I was going to pick one up, and I was going to do everything I could to make sure that attention fell on me.
There you go. How'd that work out?
It works. They still like it. It works.
There you go. Still working it. That's awesome. And Musically influenced by, who would be some of the artists that we might know? And it could be in a different genre. You guys got a lot of rock and roll in your music, I hear incorporated into it. I love that.
Well, I listen to everything from the Everly Brothers to Elvis to Ozzy Osbourne, Aerosmith. One of my favorite groups is Foo Fighters.
Okay. Awesome.
So I've got a pretty wide variety, and I do love Buddy Guy.
Okay. I love
so
it.
I like the blues as well.
You know, I've been friends with Buck Johnson for a long time. He's the keyboard player for Aerosmith, and Steven Tyler was getting a little perturbed years ago at radio because they wouldn't play his version of country music, and I love his country music. He's got a song called Red, White, and You. If you haven't heard it by Steven Tyler, go check it out. It's all over social media on YouTube and things like that, so it's really good.
Yeah, we'll have to check that out.
Yep. So,
Yep.
And Steven Tyler's been covered by guys like Mark Chestnut too in the world of country music and stuff. So
Yeah, that's right.
that's all good stuff. You know, and that's what I talk about. It's incorporating into a lot of other genres now. We got some bluegrass, we got Americana. I get a lot of that. I'm getting ready to interview an Americana artist, and I've always said if it sounds country, I'll play it on the radio. And then down in Texas, a lot further south than you guys are, there's that red dirt country that is pretty much its own animal down there too, huh?
Yeah. You know, you got Hick Hop.
Yep.
And I like it all. You know, in my era, we had Poison, Def Leppard, Guns N' Roses. You know, I mean, at the same time, we got Garth Brooks kicking off Travis Tritt. I remember I'm just a common man. I drive a common van.
Right.
My dog ain't got no pedigree. I remember listening to the AM transistor radio I got for Christmas, and it was Ronnie Millsap, a blind man, singing "There's a Stranger in My House." Somebody here I can't see.
Yep, exactly.
You know, yeah, and I like it all. And then, you know, toward the later '90s, you know what I mean, when even when the rap come out and they had the new rhythms to them, you know, and you see a lot of new country artists putting the newer trap beat into their country, and you know, every new thing just adds another pathway. So, like, I've been influenced all the way from my pops, my grandfather, James Webb, to rock and roll, country, and even some of the lyrics from rap. You know, I mean, they give you another look at something.
Yeah, absolutely. I love all of that too. You know, I was into the 80s music when I went to broadcasting school, but that 90s country is what got me into country radio.
90s country was good, wasn't it?
36 years ago now it's been. Crazy, huh?
You've been doing this, Tim. You know what you're doing.
Well, I appreciate that. You guys do too, because I'll tell you what, to get noticed in the world of music, country music or whatever, you got to be unique and you got to stand out. And I think Trailer Park Country, just that name alone, stands out. How did that come about?
Well, you can take any song into the trailer park, Tim, and it becomes country.
Yep, right.
It doesn't matter where it originally started. We'll take three chords, play every song we know, do those same three chords, make it fit.
Right.
The cool part is that Trailer Park Country, you know, I myself, my first, from our single, Dirt Rich Dirty Poor, you get to hear, it's a true story. My first trailer was a 16 by 80 single wide.
Uh-huh.
And, you know me, I lived there for a lot. Dirt Rich, that's Jason. Dirty Poor, that's me.
Mm-hmm.
But that's how it worked out. I used to run an extension cord from Jason's place all the way to mine. I had the first solar-powered clothes dryer. as long as the sun was out, my clothes would dry.
Oh, that's funny. That's good stuff.
But it's a simple life, you know. That's what we mean by that. Trailer Park Country isn't a place; it's an attitude.
Yeah.
And everybody has been to the trailer park. Some people just, you know, call it camping. You know, when you're just sitting around the fire and everybody's just being themselves, and the guitars come out, and you create a tune. Jason and I sat right outside my place one night to a fire pit, and created some mashups and just went through all types of, and it was just so, he just started hitting some chords on the guitar. Next thing you know, we're rolling with it, and we play that version now every time we play.
There you go. I always had a problem with my record skipping just a little bit by going over those speed bumps too fast in the trailer park.
Yeah, see, hey, that's why we still like cassette tapes.
That's right. Old school.
My cassette tape is one of them 8-track ones that you put the cassette in.
Yep.
And the matchbook. Don't forget the matchbook.
And the matchbook to keep it held up. That's right.
Hey, I'll show you my age. My first music in my car was 8-track tapes. It was the Steve Miller Band, Book of Dreams, and Fleetwood Mac Rumors.
Yeah, Steve Miller Band. There's another influence right there. I love Steve Miller.
Yeah, buddy. I still hear that all the time on the radio. Good stuff. And, that's the goal of you guys, too, isn't it? Is to leave something behind for the folks that may resonate, and we're talking about it 30 years from now. That's the goal, isn't it?
That would be awesome. It is a legacy. We don't do what we do for money or for what it's the fact that we're out here telling a story, and when it resonates with other people and they like it, we're able to put on an even better show.
Yep.
We love Jason. He'll describe the live performance to you. Hearing the music is one thing, seeing a live performance is another, and we love both of those things.
Yep. Talk about some of those live performances. Is there a venue that you guys have done that you're like, man, anytime they call, we're going to be there? That was such a cool place to play, or the food, or whatever. Something that really resonates.
Go ahead, Jason. I know what Jason's going to say. Go ahead, Jason.
Houston, Texas, outside the stadium for the Houston Texans.
Uh-huh.
That was a beautiful, awesome show. Best show I've ever had in my life. I was on top of a fire truck playing to a bunch of a sea of people out in the parking lot. As far as you could see, there was people. And let me tell you, playing music live is my drug of choice.
Oh, yeah.
There's nothing like it in the world.
Get you going. I love that.
It was the Houston, Texas. In Houston, it was the Texans versus the Chicago Bears.
Mm-hmm.
And we played at the tailgate there. And it was awesome. Jason was up on top of the fire truck, and they had that fire truck set up, and it did margaritas. The TV was going, and Jason's up on top of there ripping the guitar. Our drummer was in the back of a truck that was all spilled out with Texan stuff, and
Yep.
and then I was down in front, and it was a heck of a time, and that was all sponsored in part by Freddie Chief Texan, Freddie McElmore from the Nuff Said Tailgaters.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he brought us down there and put us up in a spot, and we performed for the Houston Texans, and that was a great time.
One of the greatest comebacks that the Kansas City Chiefs have had in their playoff history was against the Houston Texans when they were down 24-0, and they came back and won big. And I just still can't believe that happened. I was watching that game, and I was hitting my fist and everything on the recliner I'm sitting in, all of that, just watching that game. But that was such a great game. And
I was sitting here.
Go ahead.
I was sitting here thinking. Sorry, Tim. I'm sitting there thinking about that same thing before I called. What we have I have two performances that really stand out. We just finished. We headlined the Super Bowl tailgate party at the Horseshoe Casino. It's a Caesars.
Mm-hmm.
The Horseshoe Casino inside the Whiskey Roadhouse inside the Horseshoe Casino down in Council Bluffs, Iowa, Sunday. And, Dirk Bentley, a bunch of people got their start there. Willie Nelson played there. A bunch of people played there. And now Trailer Park Country has played there.
Isn't that something? I worked in Council Bluffs back in the 90s. I lived in Omaha, and I was working at the Sapp Brothers truck stop right there doing security.
See, we just played that.
Got the big coffee pot in the parking lot out there.
Yeah, I'm aware. I know where Sapp Brothers is. That's pretty cool.
Right by it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Small world, isn't it?
Yes. I have two performances that stand out for me. We opened up for Nashville outlaw artist Struggle Jennings.
Mm-hmm.
We opened up for him in Pierce, South Dakota at the Capitol, and we had an enormous following of our own that was there, and we put on a great show. But I was born in West Point, Nebraska.
Okay.
And believe it or not, Tailgate Crazy was originally written about us, Jason and I, growing up in small towns and living in small towns, and said, what makes us country? You know what I mean? What makes us country? So, well, when we drop our tailgate down, it doesn't matter if you're out in the field, the gravel road, wherever, you drop the tailgate down, $5 a cup, kegs going, that's what makes us country.
That's it.
And so we returned back. West Point, Nebraska asked us to come back and perform at their newly renovated theater. And we went down there, and we put on one heck of a show, man. And at first, when the crowd was coming in, we were looking at our age and their age, and Jason and I was like, uh-oh. You know what I mean? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And, they were all dancing and doing everything by the time. They actually recently called us and asked us if we come back.
Wow. That is awesome.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it was a great show. And for me to return to the spot where I was raised, to go home and put on a show for the home folk, that was probably one of. I was able to go there. It was a sentimental journey for me. My grandparents who raised me, they are there, rested in peace, and I was able to go back there and visit them, and put on a show and speak about them at the show. Is really great for me. So
let's keep that trip back in time going, back to when you were raised by your grandparents. Now, was it your grandpa that got you your first guitar? Did he give you lessons, or did you teach yourself how to play, or what?
I'm self-taught. I think my grandpa was self-taught. My dad, his dad taught him "You Are My Sunshine" on an acoustic guitar, which I now have. I have my grandfather's guitars from both sides of my family in my music room right now, and then I have all my dad's guitars he has given me. They did not teach me, but they inspired me to teach myself.
There you go. And Jason, what about you? Because you guys play fantastic.
Well, back when I grew up, music was always prevalent in my house. I had uncles that were musicians. My grandfather, he played with one of the big name bands. I don't remember what it was. Big band. He could play 7 instruments, and he was fantastic.
Wow.
And now, moving forward, I was just inspired to be a great musician like they were. And I don't hold a candle to them, but I do what I do, and I express my interpretation of Dennis's lyrics, which are profound.
Yeah.
I make them sing my song. Yeah, it's so cool, Tim. Here's the thing: don't let him put it. Jason's guitar playing, you hear it in the music. He writes that music. You know what I mean? Like I'll give him 3 chords and some lyrics, and I'm a very basic guitar player, and when I'm playing. And you'll see we got a new sound that's going to be coming out next year. But when I'm playing, it's what Jason does to it that makes it sound so much better. He'll take them 3 chords and make a whole song, and it's amazing. And then if I'm doing a little simple pick through 3 chords or 4 chords, Jason will fill it in with a lead that just makes you think, oh, my goodness, listen to all that music.
Yep. See, that's what I want to hear, because the excitement of this interview is resonating with the folks that are listening to this program. And if you get excited about talking about it, imagine when you're getting ready to do a show and pre-show and all of that stuff, the folks are guarantee you in for a treat.
Man, I tell you what, there's been nothing harder than and nothing better than giving your music to somebody to make it better.
Boy, and that's the truth. Well, it is. It's you guys are getting better and better, and man, every time I hear you guys, I'm like, okay, this is some really good stuff. I got to circle back around to Trailer Park, and that's why I've been looking so forward to this interview, because I love hearing the stories behind the songs too. You kind of told us about Tailgate Crazy, so we're going to play it, and then we're going to come back and talk about your new song, Pedal to the Metal, it's called, and it is definitely country music that rocks. And we'll be back with Jason and Dennis from Trailer Park Country on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best, on this Triple Play Thursday.
Relax a little bit. Let me tell you a story. See if yours is anything like mine. Remember when I was a kid? So much better when I popped the lid. Till the rapper open it up. Drop that tailgate on the truck. Two good doors and no gun rack. I beg, please, could I sit him back? He said, baby, jump in the back, boy. Tailgate crazy. 16 and in my prime, where you know how I spent my time. Skip the dance and hit the cornfield. Drop that gate and seal the deal. I beg yes and I beg please. On that tailgate on my knees. She said, baby, what? Tailgate crazy. I don't need no on-couch, no. Need no rocking chair. We can rock that tailgate down, girl. Party everywhere. Tailgate crazy. Tailgate crazy. Now wherever we may travel, forever you and me, well, we'll drop that tailgate down, girl, for all the world to see. And I hope you understanding what I'm trying to say, 'cause my feelings are pretty simple. Words get in the way. I won't be your after party. You can be my pregame. You can wear my jersey, darling. Same team, same name. Tailgate crazy. Tailgate crazy. All right, you know the words. I don't need no on-couch, no. Need no rocking chair. We can rock that tailgate down, girl. Party everywhere. Tailgate crazy. Tailgate crazy. Now, I don't own no cattle. No cows. I don't own no horse. When I drop my tailgate down, well, I'm country. We country. Yeah, I'm country to the core. Tailgate crazy. Tailgate crazy. Let's get crazy. I don't need no on-couch, no. Need no rocking chair. We can rock that tailgate down, girl. Party everywhere. We can party anywhere. We can party right here. Tailgate crazy. Tailgate crazy.
What a great song that is. I've played it many times on the program. It is called Tailgate Crazy. They are Trailer Park Country. It's Jason. It's Dennis with us tonight. And I'll tell you what, we're putting the pedal to the metal. That's the title of the next song. But this interview's just flown by, guys. I've had a great time talking to you.
Yeah, thank you, Tim. Thanks for having us. It's a blast talking to you.
Yeah, well, I can definitely, like I said, feel the energy. And when people go see you in a live show, that's exactly what they're going to get too. And talk about maybe even some of the songs that resonate with you, like cover songs that you like to do in the show that folks may love to hear too.
Well, how about this? if people like to party, they'll love our mashups.
Mm-hmm.
If they like original country music, then we believe they'll love our original songs.
Yep.
We'll take one song of a country song, and instead of playing the whole cover, hey, we'll play 10 songs in that same framework without switching a chord.
Okay, I love it.
And it is so fun. We'll cover every genre. It's a party atmosphere. We played at tailgates all over the world. We played at the Draft in Detroit for the Superfan Summit tailgate. We just headlined the Tailgating Hall of Fame during NFL Hall of Fame week last summer.
Mm-hmm.
And now we know we're from South Dakota. We're from the dirt. Hey, NFL is not the only place that tailgates.
Right?
Racing fans tailgate.
You betcha. And I'll tell you what, racing season is just right around the corner. So I'm a big NASCAR fan myself. In fact, we are fortunate here because I'm 30 minutes away from the world headquarters of Bass Pro Shops. And of course, Martin Truex Jr. has raced for Johnny Morris in the Bass Pro Shop car for a long time. And if you go up at the world headquarters in Springfield, Missouri, he's also got the one of the cars that Dale Earnhardt drove. Dale Earnhardt Sr. drove, number 3, the Intimidator.
Yeah.
So that's
you're in the hot spot. You're in the hot spot.
We are. We love it here. And I'll tell you what, this interview is going as fast as a NASCAR, man. It's been a lot of fun having you guys on. Talk about your new song, Pedal to the Metal, though, and then we'll play it.
Well, that is what you have been doing with this interview. You've been putting pedal to the metal.
Absolutely. You bet.
Jason, what do you got to say about Pedal to the Metal?
Well, this was a song that it felt, there was a feeling. Dennis gave me a few lyrics, not even the whole song, just a few lyrics, not even the music to it. And I just started playing something, and it felt right. So this song really came together quick, and it's one of my favorites.
This is the first time that this song has ever been played outside the trailer park. Tim, you are playing it for the first time ever, and this song goes out to all the racing fans around the world. And this is what we do. We give back to all those people out there that are living blue collar life, living like we live, and putting the pedal to the metal.
That's amazing. What an honor. Thank you guys for that. I do appreciate it. It is a pleasure to do that for you and to have you on this program tonight. Now, the third song that's going to kick off the top of the next hour is called Church Me Up. I've played this one many times too, and it starts right off the bat with the church organs. I love that in this song. Tell us about Church Me Up.
Hey, Tim, everywhere you go, look at the trailer park life. Everywhere we go, people are telling you, hey, what to do, how to live, what to talk. Look at today's day and age, what you can, what you can't say. And we just want to say live and let live, but we want to say it in a trailer park fashion. You know what I mean? And it's basically don't try to church us up. Just let everybody be themselves and enjoy life.
Right, absolutely. You might be at a tailgate somewhere when church is going on because they get there pretty early, don't they?
Hey, you know what? Sundays for football.
That's right. It's in the lyrics.
It's in the lyrics.
Thank you guys for doing this so much. Jason and Dennis, where can folks find Trailer Park Country on social media if they want to check out more of your great songs?
You can go to trailerparkcountry.net, or you can look up Trailer Park Country on any of your social media devices, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. We're on all the social platforms. If you go to our website, trailerparkcountry.net, there's a link to all of them and a link to our music.
There you go.
You know what I mean? You can download it there if you want. Check us out, man.
I was lucky enough to meet you in the live show Capital of the World. If you ever come anywhere near Branson again, be sure to hit me up and we'll get together again and we'll do some tailgating or something, huh?
Sounds good.
It does. Thank you guys for being here. Dennis and Jason, you're awesome.
Welcome to the trailer park.
You got it. Welcome to it. And we're going to play Pedal to the Metal, and Church Me Up is coming up on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
Class, Dukes of Hazzard, just looking back. Weekend nights finish line. One wrong move and it could end the night. Flying like an eagle, fire inside. Pedal to the metal, leave it all behind. Pedal to the middle, you can hear the crowd scream. Racing for the glory and chasing the dream. Burning that rubber, every inch is divine. Pedal to the middle, leave it all on the line. Pedal to the middle, you can hear the crowd scream. Racing for the glory and chasing the dream. Burning that rubber, every inch is divine. Pedal to the middle, leave it all on the line. Yeah. All on the line. Pedal to the middle, leave it all on the line.
Another hour of the best in new country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
Don't try to church me up. Don't try to put me down. Don't try to drive me out. No, turn my world around. I don't want you coming around here telling me how to spend my days. I'm tired of hearing you preaching about my evil ways. Don't talk about my bottle. Tell me about my beer. Don't like the things I'm doing. Stay away from here. Don't try to church me up. Don't try to put me down. Don't try to drive me out. No, turn my world around. See, I like my women sexy. A little dirt on my truck. Don't need no faith, don't need no love. Don't try to church me Well, I've heard all the stories about how to live my life. Yeah, the things that I should do, just how to spend my time. They said, grow on up, man, settle down. This is how you become a man. Told me how to talk, how to walk, how to dress, and how to stand. But I like gravel on my roads. Hey, I like spit and chew. Well, you don't have to worry about me, son. Worry about you. Don't try to church me up. Don't try to put me down. Don't try to drive me out. No, turn my world around. See, I like my women sexy. A little dirt on my truck. Don't need no faith. Don't need no love. Don't try to church me Now take a minute, slow on down. I ain't trying to be rude. See, I got too much going on, man. I got no time for you. Sunday, that's for football. Saturday, I'm at the bar. And Friday nights for fighting, man. I still got the scars. Monday, that's a recoup. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, too. You take a look, you'll agree. I got no time for you. I got no time for you.
They are Dennis Dennis and Jason, the founders of a group called Trailer Park Country. Trailer Park Country is all over social media, and they're all over the Tim Kelly Show tonight. What great tunes, country music that rocks right there. We put some pedal to the metal. We got churched up and everything, and they've got the tailgate crazy going on as well. And Dennis and I got to dance to that song in front of my Kansas City Chiefs truck in Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. Welcome to hour number 2 of the Tim Kelly Show from Branson, Missouri, and I am excited about hour number 2 as well. Carrie Brockwell is going to join me at the bottom half of this hour for another great radio interview tonight. Everybody on the program is getting 3 songs in a row played. That's how we do it on Triple Play Thursday, and I've got a great looking playlist, and most of these artists tonight in the program are making their debuts tonight on this program. So much new music out there, and I've got some fine folks helping me. I want to give a big shout out to Michael Richard, the Director of New Artist Promotions for Canada. My good friend Jeannie Eaton, she is from North Carolina. She's got it covered and beyond. And also my good friend Madison Sharp. She's got Missouri covered and beyond as well. So thank you guys for helping out, and you are finding some real talent. Now I want to give a shout out to the Owl Man. He's in the TikTok Live right now over here at Tim Kelly on Air, hanging out with us tonight. He found this next group for me, so we're going to keep that country music that rocks going with the Zachary Tyler Band. Go give them a like and a follow. And the first song tonight is called Cherry Shine on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
I've been known to drink from time to time. Sour mash, whiskey, vodka, Dave's Cherry Shine. I know I can sometimes get out of hand. It's all part of being a natural born honky-tonk man. And I hear what they say, but it ain't true. I messed around, but I never cheated on you. And I may have had a little fling, but I never gave that girl your wedding ring. Sorry for the way I acted. Sorry for the pain I caused. Sorry for the things I said when I've been drinking. But loving you, I ain't sorry at all. If you want me to love you, if you want me to stay for another night, then get ready to fuss and fight. 'Cause I've been known to drink from time to time. Sour mash, whiskey, vodka, Dave's Cherry Shine. I know I can sometimes get out of hand. It's all part of being a natural born honky-tonk man. Sorry for the way I acted. And sorry for the pain I caused. Sorry for the things I said when I've been drinking. But loving you, I ain't sorry at all. was younger, pulled out plenty of fish. Watched it flood up over a few times from atop that old train bridge. Tucked deep within that valley that I love to call my home. For the wind, the snow, the driving rain, loved it when the sun had shone. Now I know I have to leave for a little while, but I'll be back soon with my big old PA smile. I'm like coming home, back up to Susquehanna, back into the land, seeing all the people I know, reach out a helping hand, doing what they can. I was going, gone, but I'm like coming some yellow footprints. Spent 5 long years in our beloved Corps with some brothers I'll never forget. Spent 7 long months in the middle of that hot old Middle East, but I couldn't wait to get back to the only place that brought me peace. Now I know I had to leave for a little while, but I'm back for good with my big old PA smile. I'm like coming home, back up to Susquehanna, back into the land, seeing all the people I know, reach out a helping hand, doing what they can. I was going, gone, but I'm like coming home. Coming home, back up to Susquehanna, back into the land, seeing all the people I know. I'm like coming home, back up to Susquehanna, back into the land, seeing all the people I know, reach out a helping hand, doing what they can. I was going, gone, but I'm like coming home. I'm like coming
That is called Like Coming Home. It is L-Y Coming Home, and that is the Zachary Tyler Band. They are fantastic. Before that, another great tune called Cherry Shine. Definitely go put them on your playlist, ladies and gentlemen. Zachary Tyler Band. Stream them on Spotify and all the major streaming services, and go check them out on social media. Give them a like and a follow, and tell them you heard them right here tonight, debuting on The Tim Kelly Show. And I'll tell you what, with my directors of new artist promotions from all around the world now, sending me all of these great artist. And then we got the Owl Man over here on TikTok at Tim Kelly on Air hanging out with us tonight. I am bummed with people wanting to be on the show, and that is a great, great thing. So I'm booking interviews for June already. I'm sorry you got to wait 4 months if you're wanting your radio interview to air on this program, but we'll make it happen. If you would like to be on the program and I either play your music or I have played it in the past, or you have never been on the program and you would like to hear us do an interview and get the folks out there to hear the stories behind your songs, send me an email to indycountryradio@yahoo.com and I'll get you some open dates and times and we'll get you on the live interview schedule, which you can find right now, and it's a full one going into June. That live interview schedule of upcoming interviews is at the bottom of the homepage at KICR, indycountryradio.com. The third song in the triple play for the Zachary Tyler Band. Boy, this one hits hard, and it hit home this week. We lost 2 deputy sheriffs 2 nights ago to a gunman that killed both of them. He injured 3 other deputies. They are surviving, and they are going to be okay. But it was a crazy, crazy thing this week, and I heard all of it go down on my police scanner because I do security as a job for another gig that I do full-time. And so this really is a powerful song at the right time. Thin Blue Line is the third song in the triple play, and we appreciate our law enforcement and everybody that works hard on a daily basis and give up their lives sometimes to protect us and keep us safe. Zachary Tyler Band with Thin Blue Line on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
Before the crack is on, got their car gassed up, their orders, put their gun belts on. They're the ones who are keeping our home front strong. They're the ones you call when everything goes wrong. 'Cause they're walking the walking the beat, cruising down the road and protecting our streets. They're modern day superheroes in real time. They give up their lives to save a mind. They are the thin blue line. Second decision must be made. It's life or death to us, but for them it's just another day. 'Cause they're walking the walk, walking the beat, cruising down the road and protecting our streets. They're modern day superheroes in real time. They give up their lives to save mine. They are thin blue line. Didn't want to take that life away. Well, I know about me, but I don't know about you. But deep down in my heart, I'll always back the blue. 'Cause they're walking the walk, walking the beat, cruising down the road and protecting our streets. They're modern day superheroes in real time. They give up their lives to save mine. yours and mine, they are the thin blue line. They are the thin blue line.
This hour of The Tim Kelly Show is sponsored by Katie Lee Russell Music. Find Katie Lee Russell Music on the Sponsors tab at KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com, and on all major music streaming platforms.
Tunes on the radio.
Get it?
Today's country.
Country lives right here.
Country is what we do.
Today's country. More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now this is my kind of country.
New country.
New country. New country.
I've been a lot of places that were a sight to see, and enjoyed them wherever they may be. Saw old friends, sweet smiling faces, but never unpacked my suitcases, for no place looks as good as home to me. Nowhere welcomes me as fine as that old home place of mine. Be it wood, brick or stone, there's nothing like old home, sweet home. With a cardinal nest in a poplar tree, and bourbon the color of a chestnut bowl. Good for the heart, soothes the soul. This house that stands in my homeland, nowhere I'd rather be. Many towns share the same name all across the country wide, but nowhere feels the same to me as the one where I reside. That old familiar space, the place where everything feels right, where I wake to greet the morning from the best sleep overnight, and nowhere welcomes me as fine as that old home place of mine. Be it wood, brick or stone, there's nothing like old home, sweet home. With a cardinal nest in a poplar tree, and bourbon the color of a chestnut bowl. Good for the heart and soothes the soul. This house that stands in my homeland, where I'd rather be. For no place looks as good as home to me.
Song number 2.
spent a whole lot of time watching signs on the interstate go by. Fight and sleep, play and repeat, and tonight we'll do it all again. We watch the sun go down, come back up, and heading on back down. Your hometown, me and my road kin. The county fair, see you there on a flatbed trailer, parking lot stage. No matter where we tune them up and plug them in, we live and breathe good music play. Heartbreak Hill we've had to climb within a time or two. Over, under, around or through, thick and thin, me and my road kin. I call them road kin, all who share mile after mile, each of us living. That's how we roll lifestyle. We hit the highs and lows together like notes of a song. Up and down that old highway like verse and chorus we belong. The real deal, my family on wheels, my road king. Cowboys rode the range, we ride in the lanes for the work we do. And when we're all through, we pack them up and move them out like they used to. As we leave you for a while, may the smiles and memories remain. These are modern day wagon trains. I call them road kin, all who share mile after mile, each of us living. And that's how we roll lifestyle. We hit the highs and lows together like notes of a song. Up and down that old highway like verse and chorus we belong. The real deal, my family on wheels, my road king. And all you big rigs, stagecoaches, Buster Browns with a hammer down, the real deal, my family on wheels, you're all my road king.
Traditional country music sound from a female artist again tonight. Her name is Charlene Keyes. Keyes has an E on it. It is K rather, K-E-Y-E-S. There you go, Charlene Keyes. That is called Roadkin. I love that one. Be safe out on the road, whether you're in behind a big truck or whatever. Be safe out there anyway. And then the first song we played is called, let's see here, No Place Looks as Good as Home to Me. That's right. And when you're a trucker on the road, that is exactly right. You'll want to be home eventually, right? And after one more song from Charlene Keyes, and we booked a great radio interview coming up as well in the future. We're going to play one more song from her, and then my second radio interview of this evening, Carrie Brockwell, will be with us on the program right after this. Thank God and a Farmer is the third song from Charlene Keyes on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on Triple Play Thursday.
Are you hungry? My mama used to say, when folks came through our door, they never left that way. She'd say, come on in. We're so glad to have you here. And together round the table, we'd share what she prepared. No matter what, if a feast or a snack, no one left hungry and couldn't wait to come back. Maybe just some coffee or her famous carrot cake. These memories brought courtesy of the living farmer's make. And if we made today, help me thank God and a farmer. Somewhere they get up early, way before daybreak, and labor in the hot sun, about the elements each day, to bring food to the tables of the world in USA. Jobs in life there are to do. The farmer tops my list for what they do for me and you. In my humble opinion, it all starts with her and him. To plant the seeds, supply the need as God blesses us through them. And if we beg today, help me thank God and a farmer. Somewhere they get up early, way before daybreak, labor in the hot sun, fight the elements each day, to bring food to the tables of the world in USA. And if we made today, help me thank God and a farmer.
Good times roll. It's a Tim Kelly Show on your radio. New country gold from the names you don't know. Till you hear them right here, then you won't let go. It's a Tim Kelly Show. Playing new country's best, yeah, you already know. Any heart's real talk where the stories unfold. Turn it up, don't let it go. The Tim Kelly Show. New country's best. Indie artists on the go. And the interviews you love.
You're listening to the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. It is Triple Play Thursday. That means every artist on the show tonight gets 3 songs in a row played. These next 3, you get to hear the stories behind them with Carrie Rockwell. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for doing the program tonight. I appreciate the time. And
no, thanks for having me.
Yeah, you bet. Even more so, we appreciate the music because you sure can sing, young lady. I've been playing you for a little bit.
Hey, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're from Virginia, Richmond, Virginia area.
That's right.
Born and raised, I guess?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. And you got a country lifestyle there in Richmond, Virginia, do you?
A little bit, just a little bit. You know, we were, being in Nashville, I've kind of learned that people don't really qualify Virginia as the South.
Uh-huh.
But I totally believe that, I grew up in the South. I don't know what the, world view is on that, but I'm like, I feel like I was Southern raised.
Well, I tell you what, you don't have as much of a Southern accent as this young lady that I interviewed a couple of years ago. The first time, I've had her on a couple of times, but she was on last season's NBC's The Voice on Team Snoop from Virginia, and Mackenzie Phipps. She's got that Southern accent from Virginia.
Yes.
So.
Yes, I know her. She's awesome.
Yeah, she's pretty awesome, and so she's definitely got that Southern accent. I don't hear it so much in you, but and it's funny when you sing, you don't hear it at all in a lot of their songs either. So
yeah, no, that's for sure.
So you actually got the title role at age 11 in a production of Annie. So I'm seeing you got blonde hair. Did you have the red hair and everything in Annie too?
I really did. They permanently dyed my hair red in 6th grade when I did that show. I was very dedicated. But that was the best experience ever.
That is awesome. And so I got to ask this: do blondes really have more fun, or was it the red hair?
Hey, I say both. I mean, I was still a blonde at heart, but you know, we had fun the whole time.
That's awesome. Now, about 4 years ago, and we were talking just off the air just a little bit, how time flies. It was 4 years ago when you were in Austin, Texas, doing an audition for Luke Bryan, Katy Perry, Lionel Richie, the judges of American Idol, and you won the golden ticket to go to Hollywood.
I did. Yes.
That is
so
awesome.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Thank you.
That's probably a moment you'll never forget, right?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I can remember standing there and I walked in the room and I was like, "Hey, y'all." And they looked like Barbie dolls sitting there in front of me, and I was like, "Is this real life?" Like, I can remember my neck being really hot, and I sang and they gave me 3 yeses and were like, "You're going to Hollywood." They brought my dad in, and it was just the most insane experience, but very validating as a songwriter. And very lucky to have experienced that.
Oh man, I'll tell you what, Lionel Richie wrote that great song "Lady" for Kenny Rogers, and he was with the Commodores, and I was telling you, that's the kind of music I was playing when I come out of broadcasting school, was that 80s vibe, and absolutely love his voice. It's iconic, one of a kind.
Yes.
I'm going to make you feel a little old, though. Can you believe it's been 21 years ago that Carrie Underwood was the first ever winner of American Idol? And I've got to ask you, were you perhaps named after her?
Let me tell you, in elementary school, I used to tell people that I was, but I was not.
It was not. Okay, I just wondered. I thought, okay,
I wish.
Carrie and both on American Idol, maybe she was named after her. But that would have been a wild that would have been a wild full circle moment, huh?
For real.
Well, she's coaching this year actually on American Idol too, so she's back on the show, and what a talent! I mean, Bo Bice was pretty darn good, and when she beat him, that's been a long time ago, but he had an iconic voice too. But boy, when you hear Carrie sing, she can definitely she make your hair stand up on your arm, doesn't she?
Every single time. I've seen her at the Opry a couple times, and it's just like life-changing.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you're going to do that for the folks, too, when you sing here just a little bit for them.
Thank you.
Yep, and talking about iconic venues, you got to play at the iconic Bluebird Cafe in Nashville, and you've also been on the iconic WSM Radio that hosts the Grand Ole Opry.
Yes.
That is awesome.
Crazy. Thank you. Yeah, we were just on WSM Coffee Country and Cody show this past week to talk about my newest release that we'll hear here in a little bit. And that was just, I mean, it is always just the best time. And we were literally talking about Carrie Underwood as well, and being like, if I ever meet her, like, I would literally die. But, it's just such a blessing to be able to be on those iconic airwaves, and, it's just so crazy to me.
now you're doing Little Old Me show in Branson, Missouri, but
I love it just the same. I am grateful for all of it. It's awesome.
We're going to put you out on 13 radio stations around the world tonight that I'm syndicated on, so we're going to get your music out there, and they love it in these other countries around the world, don't they?
Hey, thank you. Look, sometimes I look and I'm like, the foreign countries are the highest playing, and I'm like, thank y'all so much.
Yeah.
Like, it is crazy.
You get to do a UK tour in your house tonight. You don't even have to leave. That's pretty cool.
Oh, look, I love it. We're worldwide.
You bet. You've also been on that iconic Opry House stage with the Josie Music Awards, so that was awesome.
Oh, I mean, that is like, talk about hair standing up on the back of your neck. That is one of those moments, because you get to look out, the Opry has been my dream forever. And to look out in that, like, audience and see those lights on the balcony and everything, it's life-changing. And to be in that circle for a moment and feel the history of that is just so special. And especially to be, being recognized for my work in that moment.
Right.
Is actually insane. And so it's really cool to be able to see, like, maybe this could be a thing that I'm standing here telling my story one day.
Yeah, well, and that's exactly right, because I was telling you, I started this program 14 years ago in 2012, and I was on mainstream radio before that. Back in 1999 was my first job, before you came along, even in country radio in McAllister, Oklahoma, 100,000 watt FM station. And that's where I became Tim Kelly on the radio. Everybody had a radio name, and so that's the one I picked and been using it ever since. But, you know, it all comes full circle because there is so much what I call untapped talent out there. The places like the Josie Music Awards and this program, we realize that. And giving you guys a platform to, you know, showcase that talent is what I've been about because, you know, we see it all the time on NBC's The Voice or American Idol or Talent or all of those talent competitions. They're kind of just scratching the surface of what's out there, you know, and a lot of them don't make it. They don't get that golden ticket or whatever, but that don't stop them. They keep making great original music that radio needs to hear, don't they?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, there were so many of us that didn't get aired on Idol. Like my audition wasn't aired, and so thank you so much for what you're doing for indie artists because it really is so special to be able to have a platform and a place for us to share our stories. And you know, I would be doing this, you know, if nobody listened. So thank you for giving me a place for people to listen.
Well, I tell this story all the time. You're probably one of those young ladies that was singing in front of the bathroom mirror into a hairbrush, and I was talking into an empty Folgers coffee can, getting that reverb in my voice because that's how bad I wanted to be on the radio as a young boy.
That's incredible. Yeah, that's awesome.
So here we are. And,
right.
You know, you were doing Annie at 11. You got your first EP out when you were 15. And so at what point did you start singing? Maybe it was that little girl in front of the bathroom mirror like we just talked about that knew you wanted to do something in music and that you had that voice. Did mom and dad recognize that talent? Did you work on that voice or how did you do it?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of always been in me. My dad and my uncle played in a cover band for about 15 years when I was little, and so they played everything from Tom Petty and the Eagles to Sugarland, and they had a female lead singer, and I would hear them practicing downstairs in my garage, and I'd be up in my room doing my homework in elementary school, and you know, she had so much power, and they did so many cool songs, and that music kind of surrounded me to the point where it's like I always knew, like I was always a performer as a kid. Like I can remember singing in my church talent show when I was like 3, but like seeing them and that being in my life for so long, it kind of was like, wow, I really want to be like them. I want to do that.
Yeah.
And so it's like performing, no matter how, like has always just been it for me. So that's why I really got into musical theater in middle and high school. And then once I did Idol, it was kind of like, wow, you know, I want to tell my own story and I want to write my own songs. And so, you know, there's been so much validation from my parents and from my community, and you know, that this is the thing for me.
Did you ever go through that stage fright period, afraid of getting in front of those big crowds? Because that doesn't sound like you, but you know, I always ask that question because you know, a little people get a little nervous doing these radio interviews with yours truly sometimes. But.
Oh, hey, no, and that is for real. I mean, I have this weird thing where, like, my hands get itchy, like, my tongue and my hands will get itchy when I'm nervous, but that never really stops me because, like, when I get on stage, that's where I'm the most comfortable. Like, I really do feel like once I start singing, then I'm like, you know what? It's perfect. You know, like I could just stay here forever.
Yeah, I've heard that from a lot of artists. That is your place that you want to be because that's what gets you going. And you know, doing the live shows and things like that. You know, acoustic, you know, smaller venues, those are great too, like the Bluebird Cafes and some of those. But you know, getting on those big iconic stages like the Grand Ole Opry and things like that, I always hear that as a goal for the artist, and that one's on their bucket list. Now, let me ask you this: have you ever been to Branson, Missouri, the middle of the country?
I have not, but I would love to.
Okay, there you go. We'll put that one on your bucket list, all right?
Yes.
You can meet yours truly, and we'll take you to some iconic places here, too. Look,
I would love that. That'd be amazing.
They call this the live show capital of the world. This little town of 10,000 has over 58,000 theater seats here.
Wow.
So, wow. Lots of great shows here, too. And so let me ask you this. In a performance of Carrie Rockwell, what can we expect to see? Some of the mix of modern country? Do you like the 90s stuff and perform that in your show or what?
It's kind of all over. Like I said, my dad's cover band played everything from 70s to 90s to 2000s. And, you know, that's kind of what has been my inspiration. Like, I love some good 2000s Miranda Lambert and Carrie Underwood, but the 90s Martina and Faith Hill and, you know, kind of all of it's a huge mix of everything. Like my music that I make now, I like to say, like, if Carole King and Carrie Underwood had a baby, then that would be me.
There you go.
And so it really, you can expect like 70s roots, with some, you know, country and some kind of pop sometimes, and you know, it's kind of my genre is a mix of everything.
Yeah,
for sure.
you were telling me that off the air. I was asking you what kind of music you like to listen to away from country, and tell us who you got hanging on your wall. You was telling me that.
Yes, I've got Jackson Browne running on empty. I've got some Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. But you know, I'm all about the yacht rock and the 70s rock and all of it.
You know, and we hear that a lot and mixed into country music, don't we? Now there's a lot of that incorporated in country music that rocks, is what I call it, when we have that kind of rock influence. But there's this outlaw country that Waylon and Willie and Merle Haggard used to make, and then we got that Texas red dirt country down in Texas. When you went down to Austin, you probably heard some of that. And, you know, it's kind of its own animal. And then we've got, you know, this pop country that a lot of young ladies like you do, too. And I like all of it. You know, there's so much good stuff out there.
Yes, absolutely. You can totally see the influences of rock and, you know, and blues all in there. And, you know, and bluegrass, like it's amazing how it's kind of now just a huge multi-genre, like, mixed collaboration.
Absolutely. So let me ask you about your writing style, because songwriting is a big deal, and you've probably done in Nashville, maybe when you go there, some of those writers' rounds and things like that, and get in a room with a bunch of other talent. And, you know, at the end of that writers' round, something magical always usually happens, and a great hit song comes out of it. What is your writing style? Are you kind of more lyric-based? Do you have to hear a hook and a melody? Maybe it's a combination of both?
You know, it kind of differs every single time. When I'm learning now kind of the ways of Nashville writing, and because when I was at home and doing it when I was, you know, 14 all the way to college, you know, I kind of was just having ideas and starting from the beginning and going all the way through it with an idea, and then I'd play the guitar, and then I'd kind of write to that melody. So it was kind of like the melody and lyrics came at the same time. But now I'm kind of learning the ways that the industry is doing it here, and coming more with titles and, you know, kind of short ideas or a verse and a chorus, and then kind of going with that. But with this new record, we kind of, Brian Facchino and Brittany Cameron and I, we kind of wrote kind of from my experiences. Like, there was a lot of things that we wanted it to be very genuinely me and my observations and my experiences, but also make it so that, you know, everybody can see themselves and feel themselves in my story as well.
That's awesome.
So it's, you know, it's not just about me. It's like I'm going through these things that everybody else goes through as well. So, you know, it's kind of just really getting into that and creating some magic from that.
Boy, isn't that the truth? And I talk about that all the time, because that's exactly what music is supposed to do, and it does. It's therapeutic. It helps you heal through a situation, maybe a breakup or whatever's going on in your life, and you're putting that out to the world, your heart on your sleeve through that song, and people are resonating with it. And you probably see that in some of the crowds, you know, and the looks on their faces. Maybe they start tearing up, and just like we're doing tonight on these radio interviews, I call them the stories behind the songs, because that's what people want to hear, isn't it? They don't necessarily first time they go see you in a live show know your original music, but when they hear the stories behind it, they're like, man, I'll remember that song. I want to add that to my playlist. I want to stream that. I want to buy that. You know, that kind of thing starts happening.
No, absolutely. And that's the thing, like, the connection is what makes it so special. And I think that's what made me fall in love with musical theater, is that, like, it's so character and emotion and story connected. And then when you can do that with real people and, you know, make them see themselves in a story, like, that is just so special.
And we do that in videos too. I haven't asked you this yet, if you've ever shot a video to one of your songs, but if you have, I also have a TV channel called ICTV that stands for Indie Country Television. So if you've got a great video that tells a great story, we'd love to see you in action. I'll put you on the TV channel as well.
Oh, Love it. That would be awesome. We had a video a couple years ago to my song Daddy Said, but we haven't really done any video content, like music videos recently. So I'm excited to kind of get back into that.
Yeah, absolutely. Everything is so visual now. And my daughter, she talked me into doing my show live on camera on YouTube now. I'm doing it. And then I'm also on Facebook on my account. And then I'm also on TikTok. So to me, that's television. I was in radio, or I'm in radio. And I'm like, well, I'm going to put myself out there too. And I'm sure glad I did, because a lot of people that are artists are coming in, especially to my TikToks, and they're hitting me up and saying, hey, would you play me on the radio? And we've done several interviews like that. So that is awesome. Well, I'm sure glad your promoter found me. You're awesome to talk to, and you're a great singer. Let's play your first song tonight. It's called Here I Go Again. Tell us about it.
Oh my goodness! So this is the first peak of my new record. Actually, my first full-length project, first full-length LP, and this song, like I said, we're kind of getting into what really represents me in my stage of life right now, and so this song is about saying those big 3 words to somebody for the very first time, and all of the funny, new, raw emotion, silly feelings that come with all of that, and so it's kind of just an upbeat rocker that dives into all that.
Yeah, I said those 3 big words to me and my wife on our first date. I said, I'll buy dinner.
And you know what, I bet you that worked out well.
I did. We're still together. How about that? I know what 3 you meant too, so I just thought I'd throw that in there for you.
I like that.
Carrie Rockwell, this is called Here I Go Again. We'll come back and talk about her other 2 to complete a triple play on this Triple Play Thursday edition of the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Here I go again. I'm all up in my head over you. Who would have guessed those 3 words would come out of my stupid mouth? I said it, I meant it, I won't forget it.
Her name is Carrie Rockwell. That is called Here I Go Again. And here we go again with another great segment. That's an awesome song, though. Great song.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. You know, kind of when I saw the title, and I see a lot of interesting song titles in my email, and you just told the story behind it, but I was thinking Here I Go Again from Whitesnake, you know, back in the day with David Coverdale and all that. I used to listen to those, you know. And and I was actually playing those, and you know, just some iconic songs. It's probably really hard to come up with a title that hasn't already been taken, huh?
That's for real. Sometimes, you know, we get lucky that titles are not copyrightable.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of, I mean, one of my favorite songwriters, Brian Dunn, he has a song called Here I Go Again as well. And I didn't even think about that until after I was writing it. I was like, oh, yeah. So it is kind of tough, but, you know.
You're down there in Amarillo, Texas, spending the night. You look up in the morning, and there's that Amarillo sky, and you're like, nah, Jason Aldean already got it. Doggone it.
Right? Yeah, Neon Moon, you know, there's a lot of good ones.
Now,
like, dang, I wish I wrote that.
what resonates with you in a song that so much so that you're like, okay, this has to be a faster song. You know, this has got to be a ballad. This is a sad song, tells that kind of a story. You know, it's kind of hard maybe sometimes to figure that out too, what direction that song's going to go. But I've been told that song just kind of leads you along the way too.
Absolutely. That's kind of what I think is, you know, the story kind of writes itself on, like, once you get in the headspace for what you want to write about or the title or, you know, what story you're trying to tell, I think the music kind of just, like, comes from human emotion out of that into whatever it will be, you know? And so I feel like with this one, it was like, oh, this is such a fun song that, like, it just ended up being, you know, a beat. But with this one, actually, we had the guitar riff and the melody kind of before we had the story. So I think that's kind of interesting. I kind of forgot that we did that. And with this one, so it was like we had the story that kind of went along with the music as well. So it can also work that way where it's like you hear something and what that sound evokes, you know, is kind of what we'll write to it.
Right, absolutely. Now, you're a young lady and still got a great career ahead of you in the world of country music, but let me ask you this. If you haven't already done it, what would be Carrie Rockwell's dream gig, an artist that you might like to either open for or maybe somebody you'd like to do a duet with live on stage? Who might be some big names we might know?
Oh, my goodness. Well, Carole King is the first person that comes to my mind.
Okay.
If I could sing like You've Got a Friend with her or, you know, anything for that matter, any song ever, I would love to do with Carole King.
Yeah.
I think Ashley McBryde is a big one for me in country music. Her writing style is just one of my faves, and she's one of my biggest inspirations. And I think Miranda or Carrie, I would love to do something with too. And then, I mean, the world, I would love to collab with Dolly. Like, that, you know, you can't go wrong on that. But I think one of my dream gigs would definitely be the Opry. Like, that is, like, huge on my list.
Absolutely.
So, you know, I feel like there's so many amazing things, but that is a huge one.
Those are some great ones. Now, you like this older style of music and from the 80s, and even you talked about even the 70s, and you probably have seen this on video. But there was a big collaboration that I think Smokey Robinson was kind of the lead in putting this thing together. Lionel Richie was in it, and it was called We Are the World. It had so much great talent in that particular song, and each one of them had their little part to sing, and I thought that was one of the best collaborations I've ever seen.
Oh my goodness. When I was little, I was obsessed with Michael Jackson, and I still am. And like, that is kind of how I learned about that. And I mean, just what a great community and show of the music community. And I also think that's so smart. Didn't they do that like when there was like a award show going on, and so they all went there after? And
something
like,
to that effect.
That is so smart. I'm like, everybody's in the same place. And they really did kind of change the world with that.
Yes, they did. You got the great Willie Nelson, who we still have with us today. You got Madonna. You got Cyndi Lauper. I mean, it was just crazy.
Everybody,
So Kenny Loggins, man, I listened to his stuff in the 80s. I mean, I lived in San Diego, and those jets that were in Top Gun would fly right over my head at Miramar down there at the Air Force Base.
That is my favorite movie of all time.
Oh, me too.
So serious. It's so good. And I was literally listening to Heart to Heart, Heart to Heart. Isn't that that song?
Yeah.
Heart to Heart. That song is so good. Like, I am so obsessed with yacht rock stuff.
Yep.
And, like,
Isn't that amazing about music, that when we hear something iconic like that we can call classic now, that we know the we know the words even before the first lick starts singing, and stuff like that.
Literally, yes.
Yeah. So that's the goal for you as well as an artist, is to make that kind of impact on music, right?
Absolutely.
You got it. Well, I think you're on your way. Let's
Thank
find. This next song is called "Find a Way." Tell us about it.
So this song is all about my story. I came to Nashville when I was 16 and was kind of working on figuring out how to write with different people and doing different co-writes and, figuring out the industry. And this was my first write in a publishing house with Christian Stallnecker. And I kind of was like, I haven't really experienced much love yet. So that the last song that you just heard is like really one of my only looks into that. But, I write a lot about my hopes and my dreams, and because that's, what I think about a lot. And so this song, in high school, I kind of struggled because I was the girl that wanted to be a songwriter, and I was playing shows instead of going to the football games and going to homecoming, but I wouldn't have had it any other way. Like, I feel like all of those things didn't even equal a sacrifice for me because, it was so worth it to be where I am now. And so this song is all about choosing a different path than everybody else.
Absolutely. And the third one that's going to kick off the top of the next hour is the one I've played a couple of times, and I absolutely love it because I can resonate with this story. There's just times when, you don't want to do anything, and, you got a lot of stuff to do, but then again, you'd love not to. So the title of it is called "I'd Love Not To." Tell us about it.
Oh my goodness. So just like what you're saying, this song is about being a homebody and wanting to stay in on a Saturday night and not do anything. If you can relate to seeing the dishes in the sink pile up and being like, you know what, I think those can wait till tomorrow, and that's okay. Yep. That's what this song is all about, being content and cozy and, just loving where you are right in the moment.
Yep. I married my dishwasher too, and sometimes she just doesn't want to. Doesn't want to go.
And that's okay. I have the perfect song for her.
That is awesome. You're the perfect artist for everybody. Thanks for doing this program tonight. I sure appreciate the time.
Thank you.
You bet. First time on this program, but it won't be the last probably. Come back around if you want to promote something new, and we'd love to have you back on. Where can folks find Carrie Brockwell if they want to find you on social media?
You can find me at Carrie Brockwell Music on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all of the things, and Carrie Brockwell on Spotify and all your favorite streaming platforms.
Awesome. Well, I'll tell you what, I've done a lot of these interviews, and you're fantastic to talk to. I'd love to have you back on anytime.
Thank you so much.
You bet.
Hey, I would love it. Thank you for having me.
Been a lot of fun. This is called "Find a Way" from Carrie Brockwell, and then we'll play "I'd Love Not To" on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this Triple Play Thursday.
Supposed to be? What are we supposed to find? Not knowing the answer seems to drive us wild. At 16 we don't know much. 21 seems not too far off that track. I'm on the right road from where I'm at. I've had a couple heartbreaks, I've lost forever friends, and all the folks who came before say that's just how it is. I've never been good at Friday night lights, homecoming queens, and rivalry fights. Here I am again on my been one to care too much about what they think, how they judge, 'cause I'm in charge of where I go. Some of us find a path already paved, some of us find our own way. I'm one to overthink, stay up late and write it all down. They call me Hollywood in my small town, but there's more for me. Is that so hard to see? That the girl in my dreams is who about what they think, how they judge. 'Cause I'm in charge of where I go. Some of us find a path already paved. Some of us find our own way. Driving down those same old back roads, nowhere else to go but home. Keep telling myself you're not lonely, just alone. But my story's no one else's. No, it's mine. I've never been good at Friday night lights, homecoming queens, and rivalry fights. So here I am again on my own. I've never been one to care too much about what they think, how they judge. 'Cause I'm in charge of where I go. Some of us find a path already paved. Some of us find a path already paved. Some of us find our own way. Our own way.
Another hour of the best in new country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
I know I'm supposed to care, but the laundry's piling up downstairs. Supposed to care. All the dishes in the sink are making it hard to think, hard to think. I should run to the grocery store, but leaving right now is such a chore, such a chore. I know I've got these things to do, but the more I think it through, I'd love not to. Maybe I should have some company, but my couch is crowded just with me, just with me. Got invited to go out with friends, but I know how the night will end, my friends. My friends. I got asked on a date, but the last few weren't so great, not great. Not great. I know I've got these things to do, but the more I think it through, I'd love not to. I'd love not to.
What a super talented young lady she is. Her name is Carrie Brockwell. Carrie Brockwell is all over social media. Go give her a like and a follow. Tell her you heard I'd Love Not To on the Tim Kelly Show on Triple Play Thursday, and the great interview and the stories behind all of her songs. She's fantastic. And I tell you what, I'd love not to, but we're going to do hour number 3 anyway. What do you say? Let's do it. And after the live show is over in a little less than an hour, those 2 interviews from tonight's show will end up in the Tim Kelly Show interview archives. That tab is at the top of the homepage at KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. Kicking off hour number 3 is a gentleman from across the pond. His name is James Linus. This is called I Wish Every Night Was a Saturday Night. Well, I think he's going to like Triple Play Thursday because I'm getting ready to play 3 songs in a row from him on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
clock down at that factory. The same old job, the same old boss who hates the sight of me. This 40-hour week is killing me, it's just insane. I've got to pay the rent and all the bills, but just the same, oh, I wish every night was Saturday night, a 7-day weekend to be alright. Monday morning, never in sight. I wish every night was Saturday night. Saturday night is here, last time with the usual crowd. I'm drinking down some cold ones and the guys are getting loud. I'm gonna dance with that redhead girl, she just smiled at me. If only this could last forever, how cool would that be? Oh, I wish every night was Saturday night, a 7-day weekend to be alright. Monday morning, never in sight. Yeah, I wish every night was Saturday night. I know that it can't happen, reality's kicking in, but all next week I'll be waiting for Saturday night again. Sing it home, boys. Saturday night, a 7-day weekend to be alright. Monday morning, never in sight. Yeah, I wish every night was Saturday night. Oh, I wish every night was Saturday night, a 7-day weekend to be alright. Monday morning, never in sight. Brothers and sisters, are you with me? Yeah, I wish every night was Saturday night. Every night was Saturday night. I wish every night was Saturday night.
Number 2.
Chevy Bear starts up in the morning. The next big payment on it's overdue. They're laying people off down at the factory. They say it might close in a month or two. I guess that I will never be a rich man, but I won't miss what I ain't never had. I've always been the kind to count my blessings, and when I think about it, life ain't bad. Got a house that I come home to every evening. Got a woman who wakes me with the morning kiss. There's a baby sleeping down the hall who says you can't have it all. I'll never need any more than this. A chill wind blows and rattles an old door screen. It's cold as hell and winter's kicking in. It's getting harder trying to stretch a dollar. The price of gas is going up again. But on the news I see the poor and homeless, the dispossessed who's giving up the fight. I realize what I've got and I'm so grateful. I hit my knees and thank God every night. Got a house that I come home to every evening. Got a woman who wakes me with the morning kiss. There's a baby sleeping down the hall who says you can't have it all. I'll never need it today, forever. Well, times are tough, it couldn't get much better. Got a house that I come home to every evening. Got a woman who wakes me with the morning kiss. There's a baby sleeping down the hall who says you can't have it all. I'll never need any more than this. I'll never need any more than this.
He is making his radio debut tonight on the Tim Kelly Show's Triple Play Thursday. He is James Linus. That is Lynas. He's got about 10,000 Facebook followers, but he could use a few more. Go give him a like and a follow. Tell him you heard his great songs tonight on the Tim Kelly Show's Triple Play Thursday. I'll never need any more than this, and I wish every night was Saturday night. Well, I tell you what, you're going to love tomorrow night's New Music Friday. That hits the airwaves at 7 o'clock Central Time. I'll have lots of new music for you tomorrow night and a couple of great radio interviews tomorrow as well. So you're going to love the stories behind the songs and a lot of great new music on Friday night. James Linus, one more song from him to complete his triple play. She Don't Look That Lonely on the Tim Kelly Show for KICR. Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
When she left, I swore that she'd be back. She'd always need me, I was sure of that. The idea she'd find love without me never crossed my mind. But she'd be missing me by now, but what is this I find? She don't look that lonely to me. It seems as if she's gotten over me quite easily. She's not exactly broken up like she's supposed to be. And she don't look that lonely to me. No, she don't look that lonely to me. I see them almost every place I go. They are so much in love and don't it show? They're out there on the dance floor yet again tonight. The way she looks at him tells me this hasn't turned out right. She don't look that lonely to me. It seems as if she's gotten over me quite easily. She's not exactly broken up like she's supposed to be. And she don't look that lonely to me. No, she don't look that lonely to me. How come she's not hurting just what is going on? Someone ought to tell her she's got this whole thing wrong. She don't look that lonely to me. It seems as if she's gotten over me quite easily. She's not exactly broken up like she's supposed to be. And she don't look that lonely to me. No, she don't look that lonely to me. No, she don't look that lonely to me.
This hour of the Tim Kelly Show is sponsored by Kelly Miller Music. Find Kelly Miller Music on the sponsors tab at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com and on all major music streaming platforms.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's country.
I love absolutely every single song they play. This station is dangerously good.
This is Today's Country.
I like the music. I like the DJs.
There's even more to like.
I like everything about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
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 More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now this is my kind of country.
New country.
New country.
New country.
They ask me why I stay here in Missouri when the music runs along the Tennessee, and I don't intend to cross that old Red River when this muddy water feels like home to me. Great Falls, Bismarck, Omaha, Roachport, Kansas City, Sioux City, Golden Eagle, River Ferry, White Cloud, boat ride floating down the riverside. Ozark Mountain, oak tree, sitting nowhere near the sea. Yoda buggy loaded down, trucker hats downtown. Started in there, 7 states now aware. Missouri River run, Missouri River run. Stop and say hi, Midwest goodbye. Missouri River run, ain't west, ain't east, middle of the country. Overlooked, driven through. Here's a window, there's a view. Nash sounds, Texas tunes, had some fiddle to the blues. Rolling hills, flatlands, got it all in our hands. Bitterroot, mountain range, St. Louis exchange. Mississippi's running dry, people tend to wonder why. Missouri River run, Missouri River run. Stop and say hi, Midwest goodbye. Missouri River Ariats, Converse, river running in reverse. Tom Sawyer, Huck Finn, Mark Twain for the win. Cowboys, ranch hands, all stuck in Dixieland. Skyscraper builders, read it in the scripture. God's land, Great Plains in my blood, in my veins. Fresh air, brick streets, why would I ever leave? Missouri River run, Missouri River run. Stop and say hi, Midwest goodbye. Missouri River run. Y'all come back now. Toodaloo.
Song number 2.
I-70's covered with snow. Next stop's too far from home. I just wanna run. 3 voicemails on my phone. Your words cut to the bone. Good thing I feel numb. try to drown them out in the noise. I wanna feel something, but I can't feel nothing anymore. All this, but at what cost? I've gained less than I've lost, just trying to survive. Most of my friends have died, I wasn't by their side. Damn this lonely life. This job ain't doing its job no more. And all the things I ever loved are falling through the floor. Used to make me smile, now I try to drown them out in the noise. I wanna feel something, but I can't feel nothing Feel something. I wanna feel something. Feel something, but I can't feel nothing. Feel something. I wanna feel something. Feel something, but I can't feel nothing. This job ain't doing its job no more. The only thing I ever loved is falling through the floor. Now it makes me cry every single time I hear your voice. I wanna feel something. I wanna feel something, but I can't feel nothing anymore.
She is making her radio debut tonight on the Tim Kelly Show's Triple Play Thursday. She is a Missouri girl. Her name is Chloe Hoker. It is Hoecker. Chloe Hoker Music is where you can find her on social media. That is a very touching song. It is called Feel Something, and then a more upbeat song for the first one called Missouri River Run. And I absolutely love both of those. You're going to love the third one as well. Chloe and I are going to be doing an interview in an upcoming show. You can check out again my full live interview schedule at the bottom of the homepage of KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. I want to thank Madison Sharp, my new director of new artist promotions for the state of Missouri and beyond, for helping me find Chloe Hoker. She's going to be fantastic to interview and have on the program. The third song for Chloe is called Born to Love on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on Triple Play Thursday.
Human nature tells me I can't be alone for more than a day. But the good Lord made me strong enough to walk away. Starting over's hard. I've given it some time. I'm lonesome, I'm beat down, and I'm crying. Design my heart to have someone to hold. I was born
let you down. When the whole world feels wrong, will the right one ever come around? I long to feel the touch of a man. One who loves me like Jesus, just as I am. 'Cause I in my heart to have someone to hold. I was born to love, wasn't born to be Can't entertain the thought of a guy who put me through hell that only give me half his mind. I'm patient enough to wait for a time, but how long we talking, God? I feel behind. Desire in my heart to have someone to hold. I was born to love, wasn't born to be alone. Desire in my heart to just give up hope. I was born to love, wasn't born to be alone. We were born to love, weren't born to die alone.
You're listening to The Tim Kelly Show's Triple Play Thursday on KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best.
Here we go. Tim Kelly on your radio. Fresh new country shining through. Indie voices made for you. It's the Tim Kelly Show. New country's best, let it roll. Indie stars and stories told. Radio interviews, heart and soul. The Tim Kelly Show, where new country takes control.
Girl, I swear, it looks like you might be feeling the way I'm feeling when I saw you over here slow dancing all alone. You look like you might need somebody to hold on to, so if you don't mind, could I have this dance with you? It ain't just tequila talking that got my feet to walking. I can tell by the look in your eyes you could use someone to sympathize. Hold you tight and turn your frown upside down while we're on the dance floor spinning round and around. Now I'm no stranger to being all tangled up in blue. Sometimes a smile is few and far between, and it's okay. We don't have to take this any farther than this dance. Baby, that's alright with me. It ain't just tequila talking that got my feet to walking. I can tell by the look in your eyes you could use someone to sympathize. Hold you tight and turn your frown upside down while we're on the dance floor around. Just tequila talking that got my boots to walking. I can tell by the look in your eyes you could use someone to sympathize. Yeah, hold you tight and turn your frown upside down while we're on the dance floor spinning around and around.
Song number 2.
I sold my cowboy boots on eBay, my Johnny Cash guitar, yeah, it's falling apart. Hell, I never even had time to learn to play. All my Wranglers are all worn out. Now they don't fit the same. I'll have to take to account I put on a couple pounds since she went away. Now Willie tried to tell my mama, don't let him grow up the cowboy way. Man, if she'd have been paying attention, I wouldn't be the man I am today. I sure don't want to be a cowboy anymore. Ride off into the sunset with saddle sores. My truck's on rocks, my dog ran away. I lost my girl, and man, these gnarly-hide chaps are chafing my thigh. Too many tears in my beer from goodbye. Man, I don't want to be a cowboy anymore. I threw out my back on the bull, tried to thrill the girls, they weren't impressed at all. Cowboy thinks he can do anything with alcohol. Even if mama tried to warn me, I wouldn't have listened. Yeah, I was all up in myself, trying to be John Wayne. Couldn't see what I was missing. No, I don't want to be a cowboy anymore. Ride off into the sunset with saddle sores. I want to keep my truck, my dog, and my girl. And damn these gnarly-hide chaps, they're chafing my thigh. Too many tears in my beer from goodbye. I don't want to be a cowboy anymore. No, I ain't gonna be a cowboy anymore. Cut up my credit card from the Western store. Hey, my truck's fixed. Dog came home. Here's my girl. Never really did acquire a taste for the squirrel. Don't get me wrong, I still love Merle. I just don't want to be a cowboy anymore. Happy trails to
His name is John Boltman Jr. He's getting a triple play tonight on the Triple Play Thursday show on KICR Indie Country Radio. That is called Don't Want to Be a Cowboy Anymore. I love the sound effects. You got the dog barking and everything, and I've never really acquired a taste for squirrel either, John. And it ain't just tequila talking. That is the title of the first song. The third song to complete the triple play is called That's Something I Wouldn't Do from John Boltman Jr. on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
What if I just walked away and left you crying? If I said I'd had enough, would you see right through me that was lying? And what if I said I found somebody else, and there's nothing you can do to keep me loving you? And I said those 5 words, I don't love you anymore. That's something I wouldn't do. That's something I wouldn't say. I couldn't stand to break your heart. I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm never letting you go. I'll never say goodbye. Baby, you don't have to worry. I'll never walk that line. That's something that I'm telling you is what I wouldn't do. How could I even let those thoughts run through my mind? You know those tears rolling down your face, they would kill me every time. That's something I wouldn't do. That's something I wouldn't say. I couldn't stand to break your heart. I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm never letting you go. I'll never say goodbye. Baby, you don't have to worry. I'll never walk that line. Yeah, that's something that I'm telling you is what I wouldn't do. That's something that I'm telling you is what I wouldn't do.
This is Beverly Brown Sims, and you're listening to the Tim Kelly Show's Triple Play Thursday on KICR Indie Country Radio, playing New Country's best.
Just a good old boy headed down to Dallas County. Blue collar bred, born and raised right A. Down on Friday in a honky tonk. Sweet out Sunday singing gospel songs. Loud and proud, sweet home of the South. Get 'em up if you're with me. Got the Swampers playing down in Muscle Shoals. Where they lay egg down, gotta rest his soul. Southern rock, my saving grace. Country sound, take me to that place. Down Alabama way. steak, tailgate, game day ready. Oh, load it up, bed it down to the lane. Got you with that up, that Alabama way. The swappers playing down at Muscle Shoals, where the late ain't down, gotta rest his soul. Southern rock, my saving grace. Country sound, take me to that place. That Alabama way. That Alabama way. Now the swampers playing down at Muscle Shoals, where the late ain't down, gotta rest his soul. Southern rock, my saving grace. Country sounds take me to that place. That Alabama way. Oh, that Alabama way. Alabama way.
Song number 2.
Still got you on my mind with the sting of your goodbye. This town feels empty, it's true. Clock for the last time, awaiting that sunrise. Half a tank might get me to you. Tangled up in what's been missing. My tires keep spinning, gonna close the distance. Miles get me closer to your head on my shoulder. Kicking dust on a two-lane road. Staring at your picture, I can hear you whisper. Let the wind tell me where to go. With horses running, I'm revving to 100. Red line, I'm just chasing headlines. Big city skyline, dirt road behind. Can't wait to get back to early morning, your kids, black coffee, slow drip on the home stretch now. Get to you somehow. Miles get me closer, your head on my shoulder. Kicking dust on a two-lane road. Staring at your picture, I can hear you whisper. Let the wind tell me where to go. With horses running, I'm revving to 100. Red line, I'm just chasing headlines. Every curve, every bend, still stuck in my head. Twisted up in this bed, never want this to end. Miles get me closer, your head on my shoulder. Kicking dust on a two-lane road. Staring at your picture, I can hear you whisper. Let the wind tell me where to go. With horses running, I'm revving to 100. Red line, I'm just chasing headlines.
He is making his radio debut tonight on the Tim Kelly Show's Triple Play Thursday. His name is Ty Wilson, T.Y. Wilson. Go check him out on social media. Give him a like and a follow. Chasing Headlights and Alabama Way, 2 great songs, and we'll have one more. And I just want to thank Jeannie Eaton, my Director of New Artist Promotions from North Carolina, for finding this talented person, Ty Wilson. And we just set up a great radio interview that will air in a few months. So, again, check out that full live interview schedule at the bottom of the homepage at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. The third song in the triple play for Ty Wilson is called Born to Lose on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Daddy did a bit out in Tennessee. Got caught 3 kilos in the back in 1993. Not much for honest work in the hollers back home. You learn to bend the law from the day that you're born. Grew up a Madison just south of state line. Grandpa ran a still up the mountain, cooking up moonshine. Daddy grew up swearing you wouldn't end up like him. But when this is where you're born, you turn out like your kid. Out here, yeah. Out here, yeah. Out here I was born to lose. It doesn't matter what you want when the world won't let you choose. Out here I was born to lose. From front page headlines to yesterday's news. First one in my family with a college degree. Wall Street looks different now, but it's just like Tennessee. Everybody's got a game that they're trying to win. Doesn't matter what color you wear, sin is a sin. Out here, yeah. Out here, yeah. Out here I was born to lose. Doesn't matter what you want when the world won't let you choose. Out here I was born to lose. From front page headlines to yesterday's news. Oh yeah. Out here I was born to lose. Out here I was born to lose. It doesn't matter what you want if the world won't let you choose. Out here I was born to lose. From front page headlines to yesterday's news. Out here I was born to lose. Out here we are born to lose. Born to lose.
In a world, there was one man, Tim Kelly, and there was only one radio station, Indie Country Radio.
Well, I'm sure God's got a lot of strikes against me. I don't always make it to church on Sunday. Been known to use 4-letter words, and too often I forget to pray unless I'm in trouble. I like my whiskey strong and double. Lord knows I spend a lot of nights sitting on this church pew bar stool, listening to the sinners in the pool, talking about their broken hearts. 'Cause in here you come as you are, can't help but think the man upstairs is cool. With me on this church pew bar stool. his job and lost his wife. So I had a holy Saturday night, sitting on this church pew bar stool, listening to the sinners and the fools talking about their broken hearts. 'Cause in here you come as you are. Can't help but think the man upstairs is cool with me on this church pew bar stool. The good book said to do what he would do, and I do. Sitting on this church pew bar stool, listening to the sinners and the fools talking about their broken hearts. 'Cause in here you come as you are. Can't help but think the man upstairs is cool with me on this church pew bar stool. Church pew bar stool. Church pew bar stool.
Song number 2.
This small town might not look like much, just corner stores and rusty trucks and everything else that I love. It's all right here. Some people can't wait to get out. Me, I think I'll just stick around, 'cause heaven looks like here to me, where I wanna be. So give me a hell yeah and an amen for the good times and good friends. We raise them up, then we drink them down. We all get lost, we all get found. When the whiskey buzz starts to move you, Friday feeling cuts right through you. That's the good Lord talking to you. That's a neon hallelujah. That's a neon hallelujah. It's my favorite prayer to pray. It's a John boat on the lake. It's a tin roof rainy day. It's the way we got it made. So give me a hell yeah and an amen for the good times and good friends. We raise them up, then we drink them down. We all get lost, we all get found. When the whiskey buzz starts to move you, Friday feeling cuts right through you. That's a good Lord talking to you. That's a neon hallelujah. That's a neon hallelujah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a blue sky, it's a truck bed, it's a cold beer, it's a godsend. It might seem ordinary, but don't let it fool you. That's a neon hallelujah. That's a neon hallelujah. Oh, so give me a hell yeah and an amen for the good times and good friends. We raise them up, then we drink them down. We all get lost, we all get found. When the whiskey buzz starts to move you, Friday feeling cuts right through you. That's a good Lord talking to you. That's a neon hallelujah. That's a neon hallelujah. That's a neon hallelujah. Neon hallelujah. Neon hallelujah.
His name is J.D. Shelburne, the gentleman that always ends my show, and that is called Neon Hallelujah. And before that, another great tune from J.D. Shelburne called Church Pew Bar Stool. That's going to do it for this week's edition of Triple Play Thursday on the Tim Kelly Show. I want to thank my special guests, Jason and Dennis from Trailer Park Country, for being with me in hour number 1. Carrie Brockwell in hour number 2. Thank you for being here tonight from American Idol fame. And she got the golden ticket, everybody. That was awesome. Tomorrow night, New Music Friday hits the airwaves at 7 o'clock Central Time from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. And my special guest will be Robert Eskridge and Madison Sharp, who has just become my Director of New Artist Promotions for the state of Missouri. She is from Moberly, Missouri. You'll get to hear her on the radio tomorrow night as well, and lots of great music on New Music Friday. The Tim Kelly Show is produced by Tim Kelly Productions. Like the Tim Kelly Show on Facebook, and we will like you right back. Until next time, I will see you on the radio with J.D. Shelburne. Bye-bye, everybody.
I can put you in a cornfield in downtown Manhattan. Close your eyes and reel that old zip code. I can put you on a riverbank while you're fighting traffic. I'm a song, I'll see you on the radio. Turn me on and turn it up. I can make you smile, make you cry, turn back the pages of your life. Turn me on. I'll see you on the radio. I can take you back to high school, gym floor, and a slow dance. First love, first kiss, second base down that old dirt road. When it's freezing cold, I can sink your toes in warm white sand. I'm a song, I'll see you on the radio. Turn me on and turn it up. I can make you smile, make you cry, turn back the pages of your life. So turn me on. I'll see you on the radio. I'm young, I'm old, I'm country, I'm rock and roll. So turn me on and turn it up. Let me make you smile, make you cry, turn back the pages of